Okay, today is the 9th of January. It's 8:12 p.m., so 2012. Um, and I got a question from Chris, a high school buddy of mine, about a snow event that's supposed to happen next week, and I want to make a really quick video and show what's going to happen. Okay, this is the Kuchera, and this is actually by Evan Kuchera, who actually made an algorithm that's supposed to be really good for snow prediction. I've got total accumulation, so basically this is showing where snow is falling, and you can see we've got some pretty decent snow amounts. Looks like a swath coming out of Canada, looks like lake effect snow moving up into Canada, and the Rocky Mountains is receiving moisture off the Pacific Ocean, rising up and cooling and freezing and falling. But anyway, I'm going to press through here and you can actually watch accumulations increase. So as that snow everywhere increases in depth, you can start seeing some reds, which are now showing 12 plus inches, and we're located right here. There is sort of an effect. This is Tuesday, Wednesday. You can see Canada's getting a bunch of snow, so are the Rocky Mountains. And we're now on Wednesday into Thursday, and there's some talk about there's Friday into Saturday, and you can see a little bit of motion getting closer to us. And there is some talk about a little bit of stuff that you can start seeing there Sunday. But not much. And then you see swaths going up over us and hitting up into Canada. Good numbers there in eastern Canada. And that's it for snow. So it looks like we may get a little bit, but not much. And the other side of the story is temperature. And there's some talk on Facebook about pivotal weather's anomalies. I'm not going to show you anomalies, I'm going to show you true temperature. You can see we got 60, minus 60s, and we got plus 60s. You can see the nice reds and yellows and greens into the blues and purples. So we're actually moving into the negative, and you can see negative. I see 12, 15. That's about as negative as it gets in this picture. But watch what happens. We're sitting here right at around 23 or so degrees, and we move up. So here's Tuesday. Looks like we cool off tomorrow night, and then during the day we actually start warming up. And you see that blob of warm air coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, moving up into mid-Atlantic and even into Canada, where it's 32, where a little bit before it was negative numbers. And you can see we're actually in the green now. And as we move farther into Wednesday, you see that blob enlarges on the eastern seaboard, and now we're up in the 40s and 50s, and even that's too far. Let me move back a little bit. Okay, that's even in the 60s. Nice reds all the way up the eastern seaboard. And then the cold gets a little closer for next weekend, and then more warm air. And you can see the warm air moves all the way up into northern Canada. There's the freeze line where the green turns into blue. You can see it dips down here, Missouri, and then back up. Montana's actually getting some warm air, and the whole west coast of the United States, and then Florida. Looks like it's almost up into the 80s, but it's going to have a tough time actually making accumulating snowfall with temperatures like that. And then the end of the week, this is actually beginning of the week, 2 weeks from now, big blob of warm air sitting over the east coast of the United States. I do not see any snowfall, and this actually goes all the way out to the 25th of January. Really funky January for sure. Okay, that's it. No snow.